I love this. This is a great space.
3 basements are completely transformed in one Midwest city.
Love the archway.
That was a fortune, yeah.
Each for a price of $100,000.
People are not going to like this.
To see which homeowners added the most value,
This is a problem.
It doesn't bother me at all.
we've asked a realtor
It's a risk, bottom line.
and a designer to critique their choices.
Now look at this textured wall, which I do not agree with.
The homeowners get their say too.
Damn straight.
But it's our experts who will explain why one couple got the biggest bang for your buck.
Does this add value to a house?
They started with blank canvases, but ended up with dream basements after their $100,000 remodels. We're here in Columbus, Ohio to check out 3 renovations and see which couple got the biggest bang for your buck. Nationwide, the average return on a basement remodel is about 75%. Here in Columbus, it's more like 60%. Still, the Tordoffs see it as a wise investment.
We live in Powell, Ohio, which is a suburb of Columbus. It's a golf community.
We love it here and we don't really see ourselves going anywhere for a long time, so for us it's a long-term investment that we really enjoy.
The old space was just an unfinished basement. Storage, boxes, not very user-friendly, not very kid-friendly.
And the new space just has a very casual, nice feel. We love to go down there with the family, have friends over. The style that we went for is really kind of an old world European style. So we had the Italian plaster done here and then it's got a bronze wash on it. We carried it into the kitchen. We did slate on the floor and I think it gives it a real natural feel.
This is my favorite room. It's a wine cellar that we had built, and it's a great place to come in and have a little conversation and pick out a nice bottle of wine to have.
And back here is one of my favorite rooms. It's kind of a combination playroom and craft room. And what we try to do in here is keep everything very kid-friendly. Laminate tops on the tables, laminate flooring, and then these tables lift up and you can easily store everything right behind it and keeps it nice and neat.
But how do the choices in this basement remodel stack up?
You ready to watch this?
I am.
Designer Lytel Young of HGTV's Save My Bath and Ohio real estate expert Maureen Copen toured the space to find out.
Wow.
$100,000 spent down here, huh? The space feels good. It's high ceilings. That's always a plus.
A lot of different architectural detail.
A nice touch, the arches. You see how they carried it throughout this room?
I think they like it. I think we like it.
Now look at this textured wall, which I do not agree with.
It is a custom element.
Stillness.
Is it all?
Look, you touch it and it crumbles.
You know, from afar it does look pretty good though.
We've got a window, and you can't just leave a window in a wall without having it framed.
Right.
Let's talk about this granite here. In a basement that's dark, I think as an interior designer, it should have gone lighter.
You know, it's weird to hear light granite. I just don't think of light granite.
You want it to feel bright. You want it to feel uplifting.
It is dark. There could have been a little more money spent on lighting.
Yeah, we were trying to create a dark space. That was the whole point, so.
Having a kitchen in the basement, does that do anything for resale value?
Hey, a full kitchen is a bonus for sure. Are we going to get all our money back down here for this kitchen? No.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's a valid point, but we weren't concerned about resale value. We were concerned about a nice kitchen and a functional kitchen. So
I still think they should have gone with a lighter granite because it would have lightened up this area.
You know, lighter cabinets may have helped as well. But again, the 42-inch cabinets, buyers love it.
I like the slate on the floor.
Love the
I
slate.
think it's a plus. If they only carried this slate on up to the backsplash, I think it would have been a very elegant touch.
Oh, you know what? That's a great point. That would have been a great idea. Where the hell were you a year ago?
yeah.
I could see that.
So stainless steel appliances, it reflects light, so that's a good thing. Now, I do question one thing here, though. You have your standard size refrigerator, and then, of course, you have this
Beverage cooler. Actually very popular right now.
She's back on my good side.
I think having a wine cellar is great, but there's one thing that they didn't do in here. It's not temperature control.
You know, we thought about that.
Right.
And being in a basement, and it's cool enough, we can always put it in. It's wired for that. Plus, we drink it so fast.
Good point.
But let me ask you a question. Does this add value to a house?
You know, in this particular neighborhood, I would say yes.
So once you walk out of the wine cellar with your glass of wine, you walk into this cozy setting, you bump your head because this is way too low.
Oh, no, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
It's obviously way too low.
You know, we thought about that chandelier. You didn't want it, and I wanted it in there.
I'm glad you like it, but it is kind of a hazard.
And a pool table. Room
Nice
for a pool
pool
table
table.
and room to move and use it. That's great.
Damn straight.
Now, I love the idea behind the Colford ceilings because you normally find that in high-end residential homes.
And
So this is a
one.
plus. Then they went a step further and they texturized the ceiling to make it look like marble.
Very taste specific. You find someone who's in love with that old world charm, a real plus. Somebody who's not a good thing.
It's paint. You know, you get another bucket and another brush, and you paint it.
Now, the playroom. This is nice.
I like this. It's bright.
Yeah.
It has the natural light.
You know, you have this whole
Yes.
wrapping station. This
I
is
love
so
this.
cool.
This
I
is
love
ingenious
that.
here. This
So
is
you
great.
have your workstation. You know, the girls can finger paint and then they can wash their hands. Another sink.
Exactly. That's
Right.
what it's for. So
Now, there's a bathroom with a shower.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea who's taking a shower because there's no bedroom.
The bedroom's upstairs.
No bedroom down here at all, which is absolutely going to affect resale. Buyers are looking for that mother-in-law suite.
You don't want mother-in-law getting comfortable in your house, so you don't put a bedroom in the basement.
But overall, I think they have some great features. Of course, they're lacking in light, but I think they created something very unique to their liking.
Oh, they have.
You know, we did it to accommodate our lifestyle, but I think we could get 60% return on it.
Coming up,
Fireplaces are big with buyers.
cabin charm wows our experts, but cutting corners doesn't.
There's no sink. That's a problem.
I just don't think it's that big a deal.
And later,
It makes me want to sit here and ask, where's the bartender?
we'll reveal which homeowners got the biggest bang for your buck.
It's over improved for sure.
I disagree.
Two experts judge three $100,000 basements and will ultimately reveal which couple spent their money the wisest. The Bradleys created a lodge feel to mimic the style of their house.
We live in Powell, Ohio, which is a suburb of Columbus.
It's kind of a wooded, open area, a lot of family and kids.
We've been living here for 2 years, and our basement's been finished for about 4 months.
Really happy with finishing off the basement because it really turns a dark, dreary cement basement that was unfinished into a nice open area that almost feels like you're on the first floor. And it gives us a place to relax, enjoy some time with our kids, also have friends over, enjoy a nice cold drink.
This is our lounge area in the basement.
And we really like the bar area. It gave us a convenient area to store some drinks in the refrigerators.
The cabinetry is custom built, and I love the granite. I feel like it's just timeless.
My favorite part of the basement is the couch, the TV, and the fireplace. I love the stone. I didn't want to pay for the stone, but I love the stone.
We added the timber, and this happens to be from an old barn in northern Ohio, probably over 100 years old.
The windows were a great addition to the basement. We're really glad that we did that. The stonework behind the dugout windows actually matches the fireplace and the archway.
Our builder is the one who actually suggested the archway.
And it kind of brings the other room into here, which we've kind of tried to design as a study area. So when our girls get a little bit older, they'll have a place to come get away from their bedrooms, do some homework. We went with the Formica countertops, which look like granite.
It's kind of deceiving, but it's a nice way to save some money. This is our master guest bedroom down here. We wanted to make it a more homey, comfortable feel down here for our guests to come.
If we're in this house for 20 years like we're hoping, I think it'll be money well spent.
It's time for the experts to weigh in on that theory.
So you excited to see what they think?
I am. I can't wait to see what they think.
Realtor Maureen Copen and designer Lydell Young will determine if this couple's $100,000 investment got the biggest bang for your buck.
Wow, this is nice.
Is. I love this. This is a great space. It feels big, roomy, open.
You can't not notice these big, beautiful windows. Do you
This-
feel like you're in a basement?
No. The windows are tremendous and they open.
Yeah.
These make this into a living space. You feel like you're on, ground floor living.
That really making me feel good so far.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the focal point, which is absolutely beautiful, the stonework.
It is. Fireplaces are big with buyers.
You know what I really like? It's nice to have character, a conversational piece above the fireplace.
Hey, you got that one right.
Love the archway. This is beautiful stonework, but everyone's not going to like this.
It matches the rest of our house. That's the character of our house, so I don't feel like it was a wrong decision.
I mean, it's a custom feature. It's real stone. So I think the buyers will like it.
For us, I think it's right. I could see it might be a little bit much for some other people, but hopefully we're here for 20 years and we don't have to worry about that.
Now let's talk about the wet bar.
Well, not quite a wet bar,
No,
but
not quite.
There's no sink. That's a problem.
That is a problem, Lytel, because I thought it was a wet bar too, and buyers are going to think it's a wet bar, and it's a little bit of a disappointment that it's not.
so that would have been a pretty extensive additional cost for us. So.
Right. I just don't think it's that big a deal.
They did this right. The stainless steel appliances, great, high-end, 2 beverage
Refrigerator.
coolers, a wine cooler,
Good to see that the extra money for stainless steel paid off.
Yeah.
and the granite. Every buyer wants the granite, and they've got it. It's a nice light tone.
And this is a transitional room. This is quite lovely. I love this station. It's like a workstation for 2 people. Oh, this is a problem.
This is a problem. This is laminate. This really bothers me. This is a negative. People are not going to like this. Buyers are going to want it to be granite.
It doesn't bother me at all. I'd rather have mica countertop and then have all the wood trim and the molding and all that.
Now, the bedroom. This is a great size. I love it. I'm sure this is the bathroom.
I would think so.
And I'm wrong.
No. Big closet, though.
It is. But you assume automatically that in a bedroom this size that you're going to find a bathroom included.
And that would be a better return on your investment.
The bathroom's 5 steps from the front.
It's 5 steps out the door.
This is a bathroom right here. There's some space in here. I love the dual sinks. The water closet, very popular.
And they have a shower, of course.
No tub, but you know what? I don't think it's going to be missed by the guests.
I only wish that they had a bathroom in the bedroom.
You know, I'm not sure you would want 2 bathrooms in your basement. And at some point you got to say stop. So
Yeah.
I think $100,000, you can see it in all the elements they brought into the space, with the exception, of course, this laminate countertop.
And the lack of a sink over there, other than that, I think this space is great.
we did good.
Well, I feel like we did good.
Coming up.
The pub.
The pub.
It is a pub. It is a pub. He is correct.
Everyone's not going to want a bar in their basement.
Was it a wise choice for resale?
They could play.
In the end, it's only a 6-point spread between the homeowners that got the worst and the best bang for your buck. 3 basement renovations, each done to suit the unique styles of 3 Columbus, Ohio couples, and each completed for $100,000. But only one will be able to claim they got the biggest bang for your buck. At the O'Briens, the basement is all about partying.
We live in Lewis Center, Ohio, which is a Columbus suburb. We're about 20-25 minutes north of downtown Columbus.
Lots of young families. We love to host all our parties, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, all the kids' birthdays.
The old basement space was just unfinished storage space.
The new basement is fun and totally functional and entertaining. We kind of went with an old Irish pub type of theme, hence our last name being O'Brien. We went with the Irish.
One of the unique features of the pub has been the custom mirror, which looks etched, but it's really just a sticker.
This is our playroom for our girls. And the best feature I love about this whole room is all the built-ins we did.
This is our media room, so In this room, we went with a big 100-inch screen. We also went with a tray ceiling to give it kind of that movie theater atmosphere. This is the guest bedroom that we added in the renovation. One of the changes we made to the house when we did this was we added a private entrance and exit so the guests don't have to always go through the main part of the house when they want to kind of come and go as they please during their stay.
Having this lower level finished, it has made us want to entertain a lot more.
But how much value did the changes add to the house? It's time for our bang for your buck experts to find out.
Love the light, natural light pouring in.
Tons of natural light.
Now you
Very
can't help but notice the bar.
The pub.
The pub.
It is a pub.
It is a pub. He is correct.
I think it's awesome. I love it.
I have to agree with you. I do too.
You know, it makes me want to sit here and ask, where's the bartender?
All right.
Good.
We nailed it.
Nailed it.
The granite is a beautiful piece of granite, and because of all the light pouring in, you know, it's dark and it works because you have the natural light coming in.
Big return.
Good.
Awesome.
So far, so good.
Great appliances. Mm-hmm. You have this ice maker here. Let me ask you a question, though. What will this do as far as resale value in a house?
Dollar for dollar, are they going to get this back? No. But they're definitely going to see a return. People are going to like this, and they're going to want to pay for it. It's unique.
Good.
Good. Excellent.
As far as consistency, you know, you have carpet there, and you have engineered wood here. It almost feels as if this foot is in another part of the house, and this foot is in another part of the house. I would love to see the wood carried on throughout the space.
So would I. That was a fortune. Yeah.
I also see the benefits of having this nice Berber. It's light, it's bright. That's what buyers want for their carpeting.
She's very good.
There's some holes in this design. You have this paneling up here that stops.
That's awkward.
Well, the bar ends.
It does.
It's got to end. It's got to end somewhere.
I'll tell you why they stopped it, because they weren't sure.
I disagree.
Should we carry this all the way across this wall? Then we have to do this wall, and then maybe we have to do this wall here.
If it was all dark, I think it'd be too dark for
Too
us.
dark.
A guest bedroom. That's always a plus.
Wonderful for resale.
The only thing missing from this guest room is
A bathroom. There's no bathroom in here.
Okay.
It's close enough.
close enough,
Bathroom
yeah,
is
from
close
there
enough
to
to
there.
the bedroom,
Right.
so.
Here is our bathroom. 3/4 bath, nice glass shower.
Looks great.
High end, it's nice.
Love this 100-inch screen.
Bigger is better.
That's right.
They're in demand right now with buyers. They want a screening room, a movie room, a media room.
Great feedback.
Oh, the playroom.
This is gorgeous.
You know, I can't say anything about this room other than I think it's beautiful, it's charming, it's inviting, and I think it's perfect.
Especially when you have 4 kids.
Right.
It's a dream play space. I think any buyer walking in here who has children would go nuts for this room.
Overall, I think the O'Briens achieved everything they set out to do. The only thing that I think the bar is very specific, and everyone's not going to want a bar in their basement.
All our neighbors love it.
Everybody yeah, they complain.
Up next, the experts reveal their numbers.
So let's talk about who gets the biggest bang for your buck.
Find out why one basement remodel rose to the top
Best thing down there, as far as I'm concerned.
and where the others fell short.
From a real estate perspective, a little over the top.
National trends say that an investment of $100,000 for a basement remodel will increase the value of a home by $75,000. The increase is not as high in Ohio. So to see what these elaborate renovations are worth today, Realtor Maureen Copen looked at homes sold recently, and designer Lytel Young considered the homeowner's unique choices.
We have 3 beautifully renovated basements at a cost of $100,000 each. We have the O'Briens, of course, the Irish pub bar. We have the Bradleys, that big, beautiful stonework fireplace. And of course, we have the Tordhoffs, that old world wine cellar. So let's talk about who gets the biggest bang for your buck. Starting with the O'Briens.
The O'Briens have added $66,000 to the value of their home.
Okay, moving on to the Bradleys.
The Bradleys have added $70,000 to the value of their home.
And finally, the Tordoffs.
And the Tordoffs have added $64,000 to the value of their home.
So that means the Bradleys got the biggest bang for your buck.
They've got the fireplace. Always a great return there.
Another plus, the windows.
Best thing down there.
I think they did a great job, very cohesive design,
Those three things, and it's put them over the top.
and of course the Tordoffs. Let's talk about the layout. I thought that it was a bunch of small rooms. Had they punched out that wall into the billiards room, it could have given you a completely different feel overall.
And then they had the full kitchen.
They poured money in that area that I don't think it was needed. Not to mention the lack of the guest bedroom. Let's talk about the O'Briens. The pub.
The pub.
The Irish pub.
It's actually highly desirable to have a bar of some sort in the basement. This one's enormous and very Irish. As far as return on investment, the things you love, others may not love. So you're always taking a gamble. When you get specific in your taste, it's a risk, bottom line.
I really didn't need the validation, but I am so glad to get it.
Looking back and seeing all the usage we've gotten out of this space, it's really been worth every cent.
It's money well spent, no matter what. So win, lose, or draw, it's worth every penny for us.
It was about us and the family and having a great space. And if it turns out to also be a good bang for our buck, I'll take that as extra credit.